What's up, y'all? In this video, we are discussing springtime in South Carolina. Moving from Buffalo, New York, I'll get into that in a little bit, but one of the best seasons down here is springtime. Because of the weather, it gets into the 70s. It's just a really nice time, and there's also a ton of festivals. So come with me on a journey, springtime in South Carolina. All right, if you wonder who I am, let me fix my head. If you wonder who I am, my name is Dave Broom. I'm a licensed realtor in the Charleston, South Carolina and surrounding areas. My wife and I and our three kids at the time, then our fourth kid was born down here, moved from Buffalo, New York, where we didn't like the weather. We didn't like living in Buffalo, New York. We lived there all our life and we thought we were going to be living there forever. But then our minds got changed and we decided to explore a different state. And we had been to the Charleston area, and I officiated my cousin's wedding, and we really liked the Charleston area, and then we stumbled across Summerville and came down and ended up moving to the Summerville area and absolutely love it. We love what it provides for our family, getting outside all the time, getting active, getting sunshine. Also with the low property taxes, you can afford a bigger house down here. It's just an amazing place to live. And one of the main reasons why it's an amazing place to live is the seasons, especially the spring and the fall. But this video, we're going to talk about the springtime down here. We visited in springtime in April and we were blown away that the weather starts out a little cooler and then it gets to 70s or even into the 80s in the afternoon, and it's just gorgeous. So this video is all about springtime in South Carolina and specifically Summerville, Charleston. And it focuses on a lot of the festivals that take place in the Summerville, Charleston area and why it's such a great time, especially with families. But I do these videos to inform people. I drive around and do neighborhood tours. I'll give you home tours. I'll talk about the market. I'll talk about the weather down here. I'll talk about golf carts, just to give you a sense of what it's like living down here. We moved from Buffalo, New York, like I was talking about, and it blew us away that you could have a lifestyle like this, where you drive golf carts around, you take the golf cart to the grocery store, you take it to different playgrounds, and it's just a different feel. It's like a tropical feel. And you're also in Summerville, you are close enough to the beach to take a weekend trip to the beach. We go almost every weekend from April to I would say October. We go to the beach a ton. There's Isle of Palms, Sullivan's Island, and Folly Beach, which are very close. There's also other beaches that are great as well. But we usually go to Isle of Palms or Sullivan's, but you can drive there. It's just a drive away. You get to drive into the beach, experience the beach, and then drive home, which makes it really, really nice. But anyways, I do these videos to inform you, talk about the market, show you what it's like, and help people that are thinking about moving here. So if you do get value from this video, make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you know when new videos are hitting the channel, and you can come check them out. You can also check me out on TikTok, where I take a lot of these videos and take different portions of them and put them on TikTok for people to view and see things as well, so that they can get an even deeper sense of living down here. Dave Broom Realtor is my handle on TikTok, and I do videos of the Summerville, Charleston area on that channel as well, or on that platform as well, so you could check that out as well. But to be honest with you, my team and I are getting calls, texts, emails, messages every single day from people just like me almost 3 years ago now, just like you coming across this video and thinking, maybe I want to get out of the state that I'm living in. I don't like it anymore. And they end up reaching out. They either give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, message me on TikTok as well. So if that's you, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, message me if you're on TikTok. I love getting back to people. You can comment on this video as well. We can chat through commenting. I love to help people realize you don't need to live in the state that you do not like living in anymore. There's possibilities. I've helped countless people the last almost 3 years now realize that. They moved down here. They love it. They can't believe the amount of house they can afford. They can't believe the low property taxes. They can't believe the weather, the golf cart communities. It's just a great experience. So definitely feel free to reach out. I love helping people. That's a passion of mine, is helping you. Whether you're 3 days out, 3 months out, 3 years out from moving or thinking of moving, feel free to reach out. I'd love to have a quick conversation and just get your wants and needs and see how I can help you in any way. But let's continue this video on springtime, my favorite season down here. Spring and fall are very close as my favorite seasons, just because it's great, great, great weather. But let's continue springtime, the weather in the South Carolina and in the Charleston, Summerville area, and what are the things to do as a family down here in the springtime. Come with me. All right, one more thing before we move on. The type of realtor I am, I was actually a teacher in the Buffalo area, so I'm very relational, and I am a relational realtor. I try to get to know you. You're not just a number to me. I'm not just saying that. You're not just a number to me. You're not just a sale to me. I've been in your shoes. I've personally been in your shoes where I've been frustrated for myself and my family living in a state we didn't like living in anymore, and just putting up with it, complaining, and not doing anything about it. And we decided one day just to do something about it. Are we going to keep? We had to either decide to stop complaining about the weather, about not being able to afford things, about nothing to do, especially in the wintertime. Our kids are inside on tablets or watching TV or stuck in the house because they don't like the cold weather. We decided to do something about it. We decided to explore something different and explore states that would open up possibilities for us. And that's why we came across South Carolina. We explored Florida, which wasn't bad. There, just the property taxes are higher. There's a lot of people down there. We did consider it. We explored Georgia, which was a cool state as well. But South Carolina just did something for us because they have these master plan communities where it's easy to meet people. They have the weather. Especially spring and fall, like this video. Spring and fall is gorgeous out, gorgeous weather. Get outside all the time. Even in the winter, you get outside, and even in the summer, you get outside. It gets hotter in the summer, obviously, but not all day. At 1 or 2, it's hot, but you can get out in the morning, you can get out in the evening, take walks, get outside, and it's not blistering hot like Florida. And we just fell in love with the Charleston, Summerville area because of everything it had to offer, like the beaches, like the golf cart community, like the low property taxes. The housing prices in the Summerville area as well are a lot cheaper than the Charleston area because you're not on the beach. Basically in Charleston, in Mount Pleasant area, Daniel Island area, you are on or very close to water. And that's where a lot of the housing prices get raised because it's location, location, location. Where Summerville, you have a great location, but you're not on the beach, so it's not quite as pricey, but you can drive to the beach. If you don't mind a 40 to 50-minute drive to get to the beach, which is easy. We didn't live by, we lived by Lake Erie in Buffalo, which was not the best water to live by. Driving to the beach is easy for us. Go down, either bring food, buy food down there, enjoy 2 to 3 hours down there, and it's amazing. Then you can stop at a restaurant on the way back in Mount Pleasant. We go to Coastal Crust a lot. It's just an experience. But what I'm trying to say is I'm a relational realtor. I'm not even going to do the glitz and glamour in a lot of these videos. I want to give you information to help you make an informed decision and see if you like my personality and see if you want to reach out. A lot of people reach out and we hit it off because I actually do want to get to know you, and I do care about your situation and getting you down here. And I understand it's a big deal. You're not just a number. I'm not just trying to make a sale from you. I am trying to help you gain a better life by moving to a state that you can like. That's why I make these videos. That's just my little spiel. But let's go on to the weather in the springtime in South Carolina, Summerville, Charleston area, and festivities and things to do in the area as well. All right, so spring weather in South Carolina is generally mild and pleasant. This is when you get the cooler in the morning and then it warms up in the afternoon. But it makes for one of the best seasons, in my opinion. I don't know, spring and fall are close, but I would give spring a slight edge because it's warming up. But it's very, very easy to enjoy the springtime down here, especially with golf carts. So your golf cart usually stays in the garage in the winter because you don't want to be driving it outside too much unless you have a cover over it. But it's still a little chilly. But then springtime is when you start bringing it out when you get the golf cart and the music. But in March, it's highs range from the mid 60s to the low 70s usually. It can get up into the 80s for sure, but usually high 60s to 70s. With lows in the 40s and 50s, it starts cooler. April though, highs climb into the mid 70s to low 80s with lows in the 50s and 60s. So it definitely starts warming up, not too hot, but warm and perfect, especially if you're from the north. May, it warms up further with highs in the mid 80s and lows in the mid 60s, which is the perfect mix of temperature. It goes from the 60s to the 80s. Humidity also starts to rise by late May, giving a preview of summer months. So the humidity, it's great because in March and April, the humidity stays low. So you're not sweating, you're not getting too hot, and you are staying at a good temperature. May can get up there in humidity, but sunshine and daylight, spring days are typically sunny or partly cloudy. The amount of sunshine that you get down here, especially with the increasing daylight hours, you get so many more hours of sun here than the northern states. You don't get that seasonal depression where you don't see the sun and you're down because it's cloudy all the time. It's just the sunshine. By late March, though, you'll enjoy about 12 hours of daylight, and by late May, it extends to about 14 hours of daylight, which is more sunshine time, more getting outside time, and it's just the amount of sunny days. I stress this a lot. The sunny days, the outside, the activity is great. You do have rainfall. Spring is a relatively wet season. I would say in the Summerville, Charleston area, sort of in March and April. It has not rained a lot in March and April this year, but it tends to get going, and then some thunderstorms come about as temperatures rise. But the average spring rainfall ranges from 3 to 4 inches per month, with occasional brief but heavy downpours. Usually when it rains, though, it's kind of like Florida where it rains and then it goes away. You usually don't have that all day rain down here, which is great because then you can still get outside, still do stuff, still do activities as a family. Humidity and breezes. Humidity is moderate in early spring, but gradually increases as summer approaches. The summer can definitely get humid. Definitely, if you're going outside at noon or 1, I would definitely tell you to bring another shirt or wear shirts that are breathable. Coastal areas such as Charleston and Myrtle Beach benefit from light sea breezes that help keep temperatures comfortable. So even in Summerville, we get a lot of breezes down here. Definitely if in Charleston, or if you're going to the beach, if it says in Summerville that it's 80, it's going to be cooler on the beach and it's going to be breezy. So just be prepared. Usually when it's 85, 90 in Summerville, it's perfect for going to the beach because the weather is great. So you get 90 here, and on the beach, it feels like 83 and breezy, which is great. The big thing in the spring that you got to watch out for is the allergies, because spring is prime allergy season in South Carolina. You get the pollen. Pollen in March and April is very heavy. You'll get it all over your cars. And pollen counts from oak, pine, and grass are high, especially from March to May, which can cause allergies. This is definitely allergy season right now. And it does go away. It's usually March, April, maybe a little bit of May, and then the pollen disappears and you just spray everything off. But I'm not going to lie, there is allergy season in the spring, and it can get heavy at times and definitely affect people's itchy eyes and congestion and that. There is some severe weather. Spring marks the start of thunderstorm season. While tornadoes are not as common as in the Midwest, you can get occasional tornadoes, but that doesn't happen a lot. You do get a lot of thunderstorms in spring, which is definitely, you get a lot of thunder and lightning. I have, when my sister was visiting the one time, I think it was June or July, we had this severe, I have not seen that many lightning strikes. But stay inside, stay safe, take precautions. That's the severe weather that you get in the spring for sure. Is the as the temperatures start to rise, you're going to get more and more thunderstorms like that. But spring activities, there are so many breweries down here. There is Holy City Brewery. There is Edmonds Oast. We're actually going to Holy City this weekend, and you can just hang out as a family. They have good drinks, they have good food, and they have this back area right by the water where you can just play. The kids play around. The temperature at Holy City Brewing, when it's 70 to 80 degrees and that breeze, extremely, extremely relaxing. Your kids are playing. There's a little outdoor area. It's a great time. You have outdoor festivals. You have farmers markets. I'm going to get into both of those. Then you have beaches. The beaches begin to warm up, but are much less crowded than in the summer. So if you can take a little bit of cooler beach temperature. The only thing that's not as good in the spring that is in the summer on the beaches is the water. The temperature of the water is much cooler now, whereas in the summertime you get very, very warm temperatures, and I mean, it's like bath water sometimes, but that's when you do have to be more leery of sharks in that. Whereas right now the temperature's colder. There could be sharks, but there's a better chance in the summer of sharks in the ocean. But also, if you're a hiker, if you like doing that stuff, there is flowers blooming. You could take walks on the trails that are around here. There's golf cart trails, walking trails, biking trails. They kind of mix it together in Cane Bay. Just taking a walk, enjoying that temperature. My wife and I try to walk 4 to 5 times a week, and just getting outside. And almost every time we take a walk, I'm like, this weather is perfect because it's 70 degrees, sunny, a little breezy. Really, really great temperature to take walks and enjoy nature and see all the flowers that are blooming. All right, but now on to the festivals. The spring festivals in Summerville, South Carolina, and Charleston and the surrounding areas really make for a ton of stuff to do with a family. Or if you're just moving down, you're retiring down here and you want to get to know people, it's a great thing to do as well. It's a lively season filled with festivals that celebrate local culture, food, music, and the region's natural beauty. Great food. There's a lot of vendors as well, a lot of craft vendors where you can buy a lot of stuff. And the food, the music, the weather all mixed together make it, I mean, it's great to get out, great to get out, great to get out with a family and just enjoy yourself and enjoy the beauty that Summerville and Charleston have to offer. And it's just a great time to get to know people. When you're moving, it's hard to get to know people, and these festivals and the food trucks that are in a lot of these different developments, people gather. The pool also opens up in a lot of the developments as well, and you can get out, meet people, talk to people. But the big festival is the Flower Town Festival. Early April, usually the first weekend in April. It's in downtown Summerville, Azalea Park. Tons and tons of people, tons and tons of vendors, food, things to do. Just a great time to get out as a family and experience downtown Summerville. It's one of the largest arts and crafts festivals in the Southeast, which is crazy, attracting over 200,000 people. When you get there and you look down the street, you're like, there is a ton of people here. And just knowing when to get there, try to get there early, try to get the food early because the food trucks can take a little bit. But there is over 200 vendors, live entertainment, a food court with local flavors, and a dedicated area with carnival rides for children, which is cool. So you can go right there and take in. The kids can have fun. You can get the food. You can look at the crafts. You can explore downtown Charleston, and it just highlights Summerville's signature azaleas, wisteria, and the dogwoods, which are in full bloom. So definitely recommend this festival. It's a great time. It can get crowded, so like I said, arriving early is a great thing, and just getting to the food trucks early and experiencing things. It's a great time. All right, next festival specifically in Summerville is the Sweet Tea Festival from late March. It's either in late March or early April. It's in downtown Summerville again. And it's a great festival because of the kind of the history of tea. It celebrates the Summerville's claim of the birthplace of sweet tea, which is really cool. A lot of people order sweet tea down here. I haven't gotten too used to it yet. I do drink it here and there, but I'm more of a coffee drinker. But sweet tea is big down here, really big. The festival features sweet tea tastings from local vendors, food trucks, live music, and artisan markets. There's a contest actually to crown the best sweet tea in town. The biggest thing with this is bring cash for the food vendors, as some may not accept card. But this is a really good festival to learn the history of sweet tea, and Summerville claiming to be the birthplace of sweet tea, which it was. Next up is Summerville's Farmers Market. That's the last thing we're going to highlight in Summerville, and it's the spring season. It's Saturdays. They have a lot of local vendors. It's kind of like the Flower Town Festival at a smaller way. There's less vendors, but it's every Saturday, which is great. And it's downtown Summerville, 200 South Main Street. They have donuts, they have coffee, they have great vendors, they have a lot of different things. They have crafts in that you can buy, and it's every single Saturday, like I was saying. And while not a single day festival, the Summerville Farmers Market comes alive in the spring, and it has a lot of fresh food, a lot of fresh produce, local crafts, and it's just a great time to experience that Summerville downtown Summerville and everything it has to offer on a Saturday morning. All right, now into the Charleston festivals. First of all, you have the Charleston Wine and Food Festival in early March. Various locations in Charleston, main hub at the Riverfront Park. Charleston has a ton of festivals. There's a ton of great things to do. They host a ton of stuff, but this is a multi-day event as a must for foodies, showcasing Charleston's top chefs, restaurants, and regional flavors. It features cooking demos, wine tastings, mixology classes, and live music. Tickets do sell out quickly, so try to purchase them early. That's the big thing with that festival. Next up is the Festival of Houses and Gardens. It's from March to mid-April. It's in historic downtown Charleston. It is a month-long celebration offering tours of historic homes and private gardens in Charleston. The amount of historic homes and private gardens in Charleston will blow you away. It features talks on history, architecture, and horticulture. Proceeds benefit the historic Charleston Foundation. Charleston's really good at keeping up on their historic buildings, keeping the architecture and preserving a lot of the history and bringing new modern builds as well. Third is the High Water Festival from mid-April. It's in mid-April at the Rivertown Park, North Charleston. It's a 2-day music festival curated by local musicians. Shovels and Rope, by the local musician Shovels and Rope, features indie, folk, and Americana bands along with local cuisine and craft vendors. It includes oyster roasts, which are huge, and Lowcountry inspired food. The big tip for this is a ticketed event and tends to sell out quickly. So a lot of the things in Charleston sell out quickly, so get your tickets in advance. The fourth one is the Art Fest at Mount Pleasant Town Center in mid-March. It is, like I said, it's located in Mount Pleasant Town Center. It's a very family-friendly arts festival featuring local artists, live music, and interactive art experiences. This is if you are into art, this is one you don't want to miss. It includes face painting, crafts, and food vendors. It is free admission, makes this an affordable spring outing. Free admission, take your kids. If you like art, this is one that you don't want to miss. And last but not least is the Spoleto Festival USA in late May to early June. Technically late spring, but various venues in Charleston. This is a really cool festival because it's a world-renowned performing arts festival featuring theater, opera, dance, and music. It includes over 100 performances across Charleston. The Piccolo Spoleto Festival runs concurrently, offering more affordable local arts events. So if you're into the arts, you're into everything it has to offer, this is one that you should definitely check out. But as you can see, Charleston, springtime, ton of stuff to offer. Whether you're into food, whether you're into music, whether you're into the arts, it has something to offer. Even if you're just going to check out the flowers blooming, it is a great time to get out as a family. The breweries, the outdoor places to eat. Springtime, golf cart rides, pools start opening, you start going to the beach. Great time to be in Charleston, Summerville, and the surrounding areas. Just makes it a great time to live down here, enjoying this beautiful, beautiful weather. So this leads me to, if you don't like the state you're living in anymore, why stay there? Why stay in a state that you don't like? You think you're trapped. There are other states. I'm living proof. I had my wife and our 3 kids at the time. Now we have 4 kids. We didn't like the state we were living in. We were the only people in our family that left. Is it intimidating? Yes. Is it nerve-wracking? Yes. But is it also exciting and challenging? And if you embrace it, it's amazing. Yes. We were worried that we weren't going to see our family as much. They come down to visit. We get to spend intentional time. They come 3 or 4 days, and it's just intentional time where we're doing everything we did in the other state, but it's 4 days packed in rather than seeing each other on the weekend. It's different. It's good as well. So this is my challenge to you. Explore a different state. You don't like the state you're living in? Explore a different state. See what they have to offer. That's why I do these videos, so that you can see what Charleston, Summerville have to offer, the weather, the property taxes, the golf cart communities, close to the beaches, spring activities, breweries, things to do outside. Just a great place to live, great place to raise a family. And feel free to reach out. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, message me on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, Dave Broom Realtor. You could just search up Charleston Realtor and I should pop up. I try to do a ton of videos on there as well. But feel free to reach out. I will have a no pressure conversation with you and see if this area is right for you. See if it's lining up with what you're saying, and just be honest with you. And keep it real, y'all.